Dating or being married to a narcissistic person, and when it's coming to an end, there's two phases. First of all, you have to realize you have been conditioned to see the world through that narcissistic person. The way they think, the way they feel, the way you want them to feel, the way you want them to understand, the way you want to take care of them. Everything, your life, you, the good person, the empath, the cool person, the great person, the nice person. Your life revolves around that narcissistic person. So you see what they see, you hear what they hear, you feel what they hear, you feel what they feel. You even go against your friends, your parents, your coworkers because of that narcissistic person, because you have been conditioned. Because you like to love, you want love, but you're trying to pull love from somebody that doesn't know how to love. It's like trying to do something over and over, the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Insanity. My friend Lynn told me that today. I heard it before, but I forgot. But doing something over and over again and expecting a different outcome. You asking her or asking him, Leona, do you love me? Do you care for me? Are we getting married? Are we getting engaged? How do you feel about me? Where's this relationship going? And you want something different, and you've been with them for 4 or 5 years, and you're not even married yet. You've been with them for 4 or 5 years, and they're not even close to your kids, your biological kids. They are absent from everybody in the household, but you want them to be somebody that they can't be. So you're asking over and over again for the same thing. It's not going to happen, right? So you've been conditioned to see the world through their eyes. You've been conditioned to understand the world through their mind, and you're lost. You've given your all to that person. You now haven't gotten anything back from them in 3, 4, 5 years, right? There's a thin line between sane and insanity. Narcissistic people go from sane to insanity, and they come back from sane to insanity. They go from sane to insanity when they're trying to pull you back in and you're trying to get away, and they give you those sob stories. They're crying and snot bubbles and making all these promises and swearing up and down they're gonna get therapy, and then they're closer to God and they got mentors in their life. And these are for men that are dating women like me too. So they go from sane to insanity, and you go right back into their world, their life with them, because you want to be comfortable with them. You see the potential. You want to help them. You want them to get better. You don't want them to falter anymore. So it's your fault. You think that they're not doing well. It's your fault because the marriage failed. It's your fault because they lost their job. It's your fault because they're unhappy. Everything is about you because they're trying to keep you locked in and sucked in. They're trying to make you feel guilty about them not doing the right thing in the relationship or the wedding or the marriage, And so there's 2 steps to breaking up with a narcissist. First is the divorce, right? This is what the narcissistic person will say. I don't want to be married anymore. This marriage is trash. Ain't nobody gonna want you. We've been married a long time. We're not even happy. We don't even sleep together anymore. We don't even cook. We don't do things in the kitchen, and we don't travel. We don't hold hands. We don't hug. We don't smile in each other's face. Why are we still doing this? Let's just get a divorce. Why don't you file, girl? You tripping. I'm ready for this divorce. And here you are. Please, Leon, don't say those things. I'm not making fun of anybody, but this is what you do. Please, Leon, where have you been? I've been gone for 3 or 4 days, 4 or 5 weeks, right? Coming and going as I please. Not talking to you, ignoring you when I come in, right? Walking out when I get ready, coming in at 3, 4 in the morning, smelling like perfume or Irish Spring soap, doing all this stuff. I'm just gone. I'm just lost. I lost myself. And you still holding on to memories, to time, to family. And that's rightfully so, but you kill yourself on the inside. A lot of you are dying on the inside. You're not living anymore. You're unhappy, and you become accustomed to being unhappy. You become accustomed to being sick, and you just want to hold on and make things better. Let's work it out. Let's go to therapy. We can do this, Leon. And it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen because when a narcissistic person checks out, they don't even realize that they've checked out, and they don't even care that they're hurting the wife or she's hurting the husband and the kids, because they have their mind set on something or someone else. Something or someone else. So what happens is you talk about the divorce. You argue, you fight, you trying to hold on, and he's trying to run, or she's trying to run, and he's trying to hold her back and bring her back in the house so she don't go, get with the supply, or get this guy, the weed man, to buy her weed or buy her weave or put money on her cash app. You trying to protect her. You trying to take care of your woman, or you trying to take care of your man, but their mind is with somebody else, with somebody that's lesser than you, but they're going with that person because they're easy to be with, and they don't challenge them. They don't call them out. So they going with the path of least resistance, like I always say. So what happens is after divorce, you talk about the divorces in progress, Then what comes is the exchange of power. The exchange of power. What happens with the exchange of power? You, the one that doesn't want the divorce, but is getting the divorce because a narcissistic person wants to run, flee, hide, cheat, whatever. When an exchange of power happens, you become confident. You become yourself. Now you're not dying anymore. You're living. You're living. People are paying into you. The universe is paying into you. God is paying into you. And you pull the carpet from up under the narcissist person's feet. So what you pull back, you've been spoiling them. You've been taking their clothes to the cleaners. You've been getting their cars detailed. Women getting the man's cars detailed. You're providing them breakfast, lunch, dinner, amazing sex, compliments, shopping for them, taking them on trips, and they just being spoiled. So you pull that away. No more favors. No more compliments. No more stroking the ego. And what happens is they start to go insane. They go from sane to insanity. The second part, exchange of power. You have to protect yourself. And they worry about things now. Now they want to come back and do what they're supposed to have been doing 3 years ago. Now they worry about another man being in their bed because they can't come home anymore because the divorce is final. Now they're worrying about another man taking your time, another man complimenting you. Now they're worried. They go from sane to insanity. And they stay in this insanity mode for a very long time. So that's why I say when you're going through divorce or breakup with a narcissistic person, whether it's divorce and then they have to leave the house, or break up and you don't want them anymore, they go from sane to insanity and they try to get you back. Now they hurting and crying and making all these false promises. It's not true. They just don't want to see you with another man, or she don't want to see you with another woman. And they don't want to be on the outside looking in. Now you're looking beautiful to them. Now you're pretty. Now they see you. Now they understand you. Now they feel you, but it's too late. It's been 5 years and they screwed up all the time. They screwed up the whole marriage. They broke up the family, you know? But they'll start losing their mind. And you have to be careful with that. You have to be very careful. So a lot of people say, well, we're getting a divorce and it's over with, and that's it. I'm just going to give her the papers. I'm going to serve her, or I'm going to serve him. But you have to prepare for the outburst. You have to prepare for them starting to stalk you. You have to prepare for them being upset, falling apart, crying, going from sane to insanity. You have to be prepared for that. A lot of people don't. So it's two phases: the divorce, the breakup, and then what are you going to do next to protect yourself? What are you going to do next to start living? What are you going to do next to understand that once they see you looking good, looking beautiful, getting attention from other people, sleeping with other people, rightfully so, legally, what are you going to do to protect yourself from them attacking you? Because they coming, and this is not to scare anybody, but you'll have to think about that. All right? Have a great day.